In this video, we are going to talk about the GLM 5.1, and I have created 3 apps, one Python game and one Mac app. If you see on the launch paper here, and it says it's beating the Opus 4.6 and 5.4 on the complex software engineering tasks. So this is the benchmark of their own, and there's agentic coding as well. So on the agentic coding, it is way less than 5.4, but it's actually beating 4.6. This is something I need to consider, and that's why I've created the 5 apps using the open code. So open code has its own Zen platform where I can plug the API in and start doing it. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, you know what to do. If you want to have the prompts, you can go ahead in the description box. I will put the link of this doc. So I have crafted 5 prompts with the help of ChatGPT and my own brainstorming session, because for each prompt it took around 15-20 minutes. So this is the work that goes in behind. So my way of structuring the prompt is on 5 parameters. First is the tech stack, and then the features, and then all the UX design details, and I've also given a hierarchy as well, and then all the backend API endpoints, database schema, how it should structure its database, and the 5 is to how to test that and verify the build. So this is what the prompt is all about. If you want to learn about it, how to craft such prompts, do let me know in the comment box. I will create a dedicated video. So this was the gigantic one prompt, and this was about creating a habit tracker app with streaks. Let's go to this app. This app is actually very straightforward. You add a habit, you track that day in, day out, and it will give you all the charts and stats about it. So it has created the mobile version. It looks like a mobile app. If I just click on the inspect element here, and you can see this is all the controls are here on the bottom. So it looks like a mobile app, but I wanted to be desktop app as well, so it didn't create it. I don't know why. Anyway, so let's go to the UI. Is looking good, and there's a statistics and light and dark mode, you can see. Okay, so let's test out this functionality, which is adding the habit. So let's add a habit which is written, and now there's a book, yeah, and I want to read something like Butter by Asako, a book that I'm reading right now. So this is the, let's see, the learning, yeah. So I want to do that weekly or daily 10 pages. So let's create a habit. So if I create the habit, so we have this habit section. Or one thing I disappointed with this is if I click on the edit, it just rename only the name of the habit, not the frequency, not the emojis, nothing. I cannot edit that. So this is a disappointing, which actually I specifically specified that in my prompt. So this is the stats. Let's this like as a mark as done. I have read that book, and there is a statistic which has been updated. You can see the count number 2. And if you go to the statistics, so we have the activity charts, streak leaderboard. So this is the streak and 1-day streak, and added the emojis there as well. It's actually on the one go. I haven't iterated that to build a better. I just iterate until it's working. I just give it a 3 out of 5. How did you like this? To let me in the comment box. So this is the app number 1. And now going forward to the next app, which is a Python program to organize files on your computer. So this is not the AI based, this is the Python based. And so I just give it a name, clean desk, and what it does is to scan a messy folder, categorize files by type and content, move them, create a report, and can do undo changes if needed. So these are the smart categorizations you can see here. And if I go to the open code here to clean desk here, so these are the commands that it has created. It's just created a CLI tool that you can run in your terminal. So first let's launch this. I'm going to terminal, and let's post here. So it downloaded all the dependencies, and now let's scan our download folder. And there are a bunch of prompts that you can use in your CLI, starting with the clean desk, scan the folder name, and if you want to organize that downloads folder, and it can start organizing it. So let's organize that, and I will just copy this particular command, which is the clean desk, organize, and the downloads folder. And if I go to the terminal again here, let me type this and press. So now first it is scanned a number of files. It found around 1166 files. Analysis of the archives. These are the installer files, videos, documents, and these are the set of files that it has found. So it did with the scanning, and now I think it's actually organizing the files. So give it a minute and it will work. So let's just wait for it to finish. And there you go. Found 25 duplicate files. So saving about this much of space, and there's created a folder. These are the folders it has created. So moving files, and the summaries are here, and undo is also available. So and the report is also available. So first let's see our download section. So if I go to, it created all the folders and organized that well according to my command. So it did a perfect job. And let's create the report with the file. So it has created this particular report, and let me grab this report here, the latest report, and there you go. So it has created all the report in the HTML file. So now let's undo that. Let's see if undo is working. So I will just type out, and I really don't like that, and click on undo. So it will ask for the confirmation. Press 5, and it restored all the previous files. Let's go to the download. So there you go. It undo all the organization and put them back where it was. So it's going to be a great tool. And it's not only have these functionalities, it also created a dry run, safe preview, organized by date as only 5. If you want to find duplicates, you can also find that. Generate report in multiple format, for example, the Markdown and HTML, and check versions, and typical workflow, for example, the scan, organize. You can even make it for example, you can add the AI to it. So this is without the AI. So it's not Claude work is doing it. You just created a CLI tool that organizes all the folder on your system. So this is going to be a great tool if you iterate more and create more complex one. Okay, so that's done with the second part. I give it a 5 out of 5. This is great. It has created with the one go. Now going forward to the next is the Mac app. So it is a clipboard app. I just give it a name of Clip Stack. It can scan your copy and save that into the app. So it's based on the Electron, created in the HTML, CSS, JSS, and added the Electron library and created the Mac app. So let me launch that again, and there you go. I will just say launch and let it launch. So once it's launched, it will the menu. Yeah, there you go. You can see the menu here. So in the past, I have copied this particular image, which is working. Yeah, this is working, and let me undo that. And if you go to the settings here, settings has this dark and light mode. So there is also option of auto delete after how many days? 30 days. Maximum clips to be stored. You can set up to 500, and there's a shortcut as well if you want to toggle with the clip stack. And let me just copy anything from here. For example, let me copy this particular command, and let's see. There you go. So it actually saved that on the clip stack here. So there's a text, images, and links. So if you want to copy any link, for example, let me copy this link, and you can see the links are being saved here. The favorite is also working. So this, you can create your own clipboard manager app, but it has also a downside. One downside is I cannot open and see what its copy all about. For example, I want to preview all of the text in this, so it cannot do that, but it just paste that code into your copy on your clipboard. You can paste that any way you want. For this, I give it a 4 out of 5. So how did you like this? Do let me know in the comment box. So now going forward to the next is a game using the Pygame and Python, which is a simple level jump quest, a Mario based jump with a different level, which we can also customize. So to launch that, let's go to the jump quest and let's see how we can do that. Okay, we can just open that particular folder, and then let me open that 5.1. Yeah, okay, so where is the game? Jump quest game. Yeah, this is the open integrated terminal. Now Python 3 main.py. And there you go. So you have a few options, controls. First is to play level. So one level is already created by the 5.1. So let's play that. The number of level it has created is 3, and let's click on +1. And okay, so it's working. So with the space, it's jumping. So it's out anyway, and it's finished. So first level is finished. So let's go to the editor part. So if I click on the E, I can edit that. So let's create the platform. This is the platform where our hero will be running. And there's a spikes, which is the hurdles, I think. Yeah. So this is the coin. So this will be the coin as a reward, and we can simply add that here. So this is a goal. So let's add the goal here. And there's a checkpoint. Let's add the checkpoint here and add the moving pit like this. That's great. And let's add more checkpoint here. Okay, and I think this is done. So now if I want to play this, I can simply click on E. So obviously there are some bugs, but it's working condition on the one go. So I give it a 4 out of 5. So this is the game that GLM 5.1 developed on the one go, and I loved it. Great intuitive interface. This is the fourth one. And now last is the UX design. If you see at the prompt, so the prompt is actually very defined one, and I've took around 20 minutes to craft this with the help of obviously ChatGPT, which I use. And you can see here UI UX design, SaaS landing page, task flow, which is the AI powered project management tool. Just give it a name. And then complete design system. I defined the color palette, I defined the typography and font sizes. Everything is being defined, the spacing system, the border radius, shadows, and the page sections as well. So this is a navigation bar, how it's going to look, and detailed hero section. Different sections are there, and the interaction animation, how I want with the sample code and responsive breakpoints, deliverables as well, and success criteria as per my prompt. And here is the output. It's so bad, and if I just scroll down, as you can see, this is not the animation that I wanted, and this is not even the font as well as the aesthetics that I want in my design. It's very poor, and you can see it's just the random image with the animation just going up and down. This is not what I wanted, and no pattern behind. This is just a simple landing page that even ChatGPT 3.5 can build using this simple prompt. But if I compare that with the solid 4.6, and as you can see, this is the 4.6 and the same prompt has been pasted. This is output here, you can see. So this is what I want, the pattern behind, the floating bar. This is what I wanted in my hero section. So these are the animations that I wanted with my font. This is way better than what I expected, and this is what I expected from the LLM with the detailed prompt that I suggested. So this is not any near to even the solid 4.6. So I give it a 1 out of 5 for 10 UI UX. So this is the review of 5.1. Let me know what you think about it. I think there are many open source that is actually better than this. For example, K 2.5 and Minimax new 2.7 is actually very extraordinary. So we are going to test that in the next video. Until then, and if you have any suggestion what I should create next, do in the comment box. So see you in the next video.